Hello, hello, hello.
Hey,
Hello,
hey,
hello, hello. How are you?
Wataguan.
easy there.
Sorry. Sorry.
The usual, you know what I mean?
I getcha. How do you
Mm, Why can I see
how
you
did you
guys?
manage the freezing rain today?
Oh, let's not talk about it.
And
It
Tim
was
there
okay.
just
I mean,
it was okay?
it was
Huh?
alright.
Yeah.
This is what,
Said
like the
Tim, you left at
second,
a good
third time
time,
we've had to deal with this in the last few weeks, so
right?
it is what it is, I guess.
At this point, I'm asking for snow. Is that wrong?
No, I don't
Like I
believe it
almost rather
is.
it snow than the rain.
Okay.
I what was the movie? In Endgame,
What'd you say?
you handle it by not handling it.
And
Oh
that
my
too, I
goodness.
guess.
Yeah. I anyway. Let's start.
Did we get any responses for
We did
topics?
not. We did not. Right?
Come on, guys, don't leave us hanging,
Right?
Struggles,
Or else
can't
especially
manage.
before the
we'll
break.
just right. We'll just sit here for an hour and just not say anything, I guess.
I guess so. I can't see you guys, so I'm kind of going blind
Uh,
here, but that's okay.
okay.
I
I'm
don't
sure
know what's
you'll
going on.
figure it out. It'll come. So
Hopefully.
I
Good evening,
it
Miss
will.
June.
Good evening.
Not you.
I'm saying ma
Oh,
okay.
oh, okay, my bad. Sorry, that
Oh,
was a
I
little
know what I
hostile.
did.
My bad. My bad.
Ooh,
Wow.
I figured it out, guys.
Just a little hostile.
Nice. So, hello
Oh,
and
but I'm like
welcome
black.
to
Can you
Let's
guys see
Be
me?
Real. I am your host, Danielle George, along with your co-host for the evening, Mr. Noel at the top and Kiki at the bottom. On this show, we talk about arts, small businesses, relationships, current events, and issues in the African and Caribbean community. So, throughout the show, we want you guys, people watching, to comment, ask questions. This show is about you, about us. Let's get ready to be real.
Pull
So, I just
up.
have pull up. So I just have some. I don't want to start off like this, but I'm gonna have to. I have some sad news. For those that don't know, Trinidad and Tobago Association will be coming to a close at the end of this month. So if you haven't supported them over this COVID, I suggest you go there now for like the last 3 weeks, 2 weeks, and just show them some support. Um, but yeah, when I got that news, I was kind of sad. I don't know how you guys.
Definitely. I mean,
Yeah,
that's like
Kind
a
of sound like you ain't there every week.
right. I was
I
gonna
am there
say.
every
I
Talk
week.
was
about
like, that
kind.
place is
Oh, it's
kind of
kind of
like
sad. Come
home
on, come on.
in a sense. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's a
yeah.
place where many in our community can go for a lime and kick back and chill and you know
It's a
have
nice,
some fun, have lots of fun, lots of
have
memories, pure vibes.
fun. Yes.
So it
Trust
is
me.
it is a little, I
End
can't
of
even
an
say it's
era,
bittersweet.
but it
It's
will.
not even bittersweet. It's sad, like you said. It
Mm-hmm.
is sad. Like
Yeah.
I can't not imagine going to that location. You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah.
And not even just like to hang out. I mean, like when you think about like certain fetes or certain events, like not having that space to go to, the layout, and I don't know. That's a tough
Yeah.
one. I mean, we
Yeah.
we knew it was coming.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
heard about it some time back. There's some
Yeah.
people, who didn't really know that it was coming, but it's sad. It's sad.
Yeah.
So,
I thought we could
but
squeeze out like a couple more months, but it seems it came sooner than we expected.
yeah,
So,
that's the thing. 'Cause, like
yeah.
when the announcement went out, I was like again, we knew it was coming, but I
Yeah.
didn't know it would be like the end of this year.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a little
Yeah.
unfortunate, but hopefully, on to bigger and
How
better
long is it going to
things.
take, you think, to find another spot?
Let me just say we've been looking since June of this year, and we're still looking.
Why?
And the thing is, it's just dope. It's just a dope location when you think about the layout.
Yeah.
And then like how the bar setup is, and even just like the little room at the front, where people play
Yeah, that's
cards
true.
and
That's
stuff
true.
at the front. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just, and then the way the back is as well, that like opens up to like the outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I don't wanna. I don't wanna.
You know where I'll be for the rest of this month.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear you.
I'm gonna have to.
We definitely got to pull up though.
Yeah,
Yes,
definitely. Yeah,
definitely.
I gotta come through still. I haven't been there in a while.
Yeah. Neither have I. It's been a minute. And I miss everyone there, so
It's almost like family. They've become family.
Oh, definitely.
They've definitely become
family.
Oh, yeah.
And, the way that they have embraced us, and the way that they look out for us and look out for, the next generation, like pure love to all of them. So yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one, but we'll all come together. We'll all support them in any which way that we can. And yeah, I'm looking forward to making more memories for sure. So
for sure.
For
sure. So Tim, I don't know if you heard that 7-Eleven by you is going to now be serving alcohol.
Is it the one by him? I was trying to figure out which one it was.
I think it's the one by his house.
I heard it was north. I heard it was north side, but I didn't know where.
I think it's by his. I can check again, but it's somewhere on the north side. But it's near one of you guys. Why? Would you be there often, Tim?
No, I would not.
That's funny.
I would not. No. No.
Do you like the idea of selling? Would you like the idea of selling liquor at a 7-Eleven or any convenience store?
For me, it's not a convenience. First of all, I actually don't know the last time I stepped into a 7-Eleven. Probably on 7-Eleven to get like a free Slurpee or something.
Right.
Actually, did I do that this year or was it last year? Either way, yes. Like I haven't been in the 7-Eleven in a minute, so and I live close enough to liquor stores.
I didn't go to 7-Eleven except to get something for free.
Well, yeah. No, not necessarily, but like I don't know. I got other places to get candy and all that sort of thing. The dollar store. Yeah, I live next to a liquor store or close to one. And because look, what kind of liquor are we talking about? Is it our kind of stuff? They don't got Casamigos yet. So unless we're on the road and someone needs some gas or something, and we're like, yo, let's get some Casamigos.
Need some gas, some alcohol.
Right. I don't think I'm gonna be stopping in the 7-Eleven for liquor anytime soon. This is Alberta, and actually it's funny because
that's not even supposed to be I don't know.
Me and my cousin were having this discussion a few weeks ago because literally, I don't know what it is about our city. Like, I feel like on every corner, every block, you got a liquor store. whereas in other provinces, like that's not necessarily the case, and we quickly found that out. So yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. So I'm not too concerned about not being able to find liquor. You got options like within a small like radius. You got options.
You can find at least 5.
Exactly. It used to be like Tim Hortons.
I don't necessarily need like donuts and
or cannabis stores or something. So it's funny.
Yeah.
Speaking of liquor, what are you guys drinking tonight?
I am drinking Girls' Night Out pineapple mango wine.
Ooh, that actually sounds good.
Really good.
I'm drinking pineapple juice minus the alcohol.
Why are you drinking pineapple juice, Keandra?
What? I actually love pineapple juice. Don't get it twisted. Don't even start. We're just gonna skip on over that. But
Tim, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking Farmery Estate hard iced tea. I think it's local to Manitoba. I think. Hold on, let me see.
Can you show it?
there was a pretty cool. No.
Let's see. Greg says rum and pineapple juice. Throw some rum in there.
I
I
agree,
should have.
Greg. I
Yeah,
agree.
this
I'm
is
playing
local to
games
Manitoba.
over here.
So I was driving back to Winnipeg tonight, and I saw the brewery, and I went in and bought a few things, and this is very, very nice.
Mm.
They only have a couple. They only have a couple products in Alberta though.
Okay.
I
So I
do
got a
got
few
my
things to
festive
try.
cup though. I don't know if you guys can see.
I did notice that.
Got the
Ooh,
tree. I
nice.
got my tree. I got my lights going. I mean,
That is
hey,
a nice tree. I noticed the tree first. It's very nice.
thank you. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Well, I don't know about this freezing rain out here, but
yeah, when the snow's almost gone, so I don't know what Christmas we're gonna get.
yeah, who knows? Who knows? But we're hanging in there.
Mhm.
We're hanging in there.
Definitely.
Is
What else is going on? For those that take the bus, I hear that the fee is going up in February.
I think they're trying
Don't
to
know
fight
why.
that. You know
They
what? I
better.
take the train stuff to work, and it's super convenient. It's like 5 minutes away from where I work, and I'm not too far from the transit, the train station where I live on the north side. So yeah, they're crazy.
Mhm.
Ever since they made the changes, when did they make the changes initially? Like to the routes and stuff like that. I
Right.
mean, I guess it has benefited. I think it's mostly benefited newer communities who didn't have routes to begin with.
Mhm.
But for like a lot of existing routes, they no longer exist.
Yeah.
So people don't have, and the buses don't come as frequently. A lot of people in residential areas now have to walk longer distances to get to a bus stop. So you can only imagine, what it's been like since, especially with like on a day like today where we've had like freezing rain
Yeah.
and just crazy conditions. So yeah, but apparently it's supposed to be $4 or go up to $4 from $3.50.
Stupid.
And yeah, apparently if they do go ahead with that in February, I mean they always usually make changes in February,
Mhm.
I
but
used to
not this.
catch the bus for 60 cents.
Well,
Right.
times are
Like literally
changing,
60
but
cents.
well, I remember when it used to be like 2.50,
Yeah.
$2.75, $3, $3.25. Now we're at $3.50, and now this is the biggest jump. And they said if they do put it to $4, that's gonna be one of the highest. Is it like top three highest
In North America?
transit fares?
In
No,
Canada.
in Canada,
In
alongside with like
Canada.
Ontario and a few other places.
Yeah.
So that's ridiculous. Like our transit system is not efficient enough for that. Pre-COVID, a lot of people took transit. When COVID hit, it dwindled, and now they're
Mhm.
kind of starting to see like pre-COVID numbers again in terms of taking transit. But if they put it up to $4, no one's gonna take transit. You know what I mean? So
Right.
But
yeah,
I don't know
it's
about that. Like you got to get to where you're going. What are they going to do?
no. I
Stupid.
get that, but
It's still cheaper than Uber,
who are
taxi.
saying, "Oh, listen," for those who are saying, "Yo, I could drive today, but I'm gonna just pay $3.50." Trust me, I'm telling you, and this is because I've heard it firsthand and I've seen comments. People aren't gonna take it.
Yeah.
Those who have the option not to take it, obviously,
Hmm
those who need to take it, they're gonna take it. But for those who
Yeah.
have either or, they're gonna be like Bundes,
I
I just
Bundes.
want to
guess.
know. I just want to
So
know where is this money going? Like, what is it doing?
But that's the thing, right? Because they were supposed to be implementing the new, I don't know the exact name for it
Mhm.
for our city, but something kind of similar to what they have in Vancouver and in Europe, like where you have your card and you just scan the card. And they said that was supposed to
Oh,
be more efficient. Like it's like a top up system. So if you're
right.
taking a certain ride to a certain destination, or like I think you can put on like X amount of dollars for like a week or a month. And I think it is supposed to be a bit cheaper But they've been trying to implement this, I think, for what, 2 years, almost over 2 years. A lot of the buses and stuff now and the train stations do have the what do you call it?
Swipe.
Yeah, like the new what do you call that thing? It's not a kiosk or whatever for it, but
Mhm.
I don't know. I heard in the beginning of next year, I think maybe in January, there's supposed to be 500 people who's supposed to be like testing it out, but they're
Are they getting
saying it's
paid?
too close to February, which is where they usually um like do their like increases on the fare. So they
Right.
don't think that those trials, they're going to have a long enough period of time with the trials with the 500 people or whatever to be like, yep, it's going to be ready to go within a month's time. So I don't know.
Wow.
They've been slacking on this. Even pre-COVID, this is something I think they've been talking about. So yeah,
Yeah.
not too impressed about that. But Greg said we could learn a thing or two from how transit works in Tokyo, and so
With
there
their
you
bullet
go.
train system. Yes, we can.
The thing is, Edmonton don't even need all that right now, but like they can't even get a small city like this under control, like a transit system for a small city under control. Like
What's a
that's
small city?
ridiculous. Pardon me?
What's small city? Edmonton?
I mean, compared to a place like Tokyo, because I read his comment.
Mm.
Yeah, come on.
It's more about when they decided to modernize it. Do you know what I mean? It's like when did they decide to modernize the city? When did they decide that we need to step up to, like, when did they realize that Edmonton isn't a regular Edmonton's not a small city, Greg. Small compared to what? Anyways, but
I don't know.
I would say the city planners have been small-minded for a very long time. Edmonton is like the
That is interesting, though. I actually want to know, like what's our perspective on a small city? Like, are we talking population wise? Are we talking like
it's one of the biggest cities in
how
North
big it is?
America when it comes to land, when it
Well,
comes
see, I was
to
gonna say, are we talking
square
square footage?
kilometers.
Yeah, are we talking
And
like kilometers or people? Because most people, when they think of small
people
cities,
know
at
because
least
we
in
have
my
one of the
opinion, they think of people.
we
But I
have
get
one
what
of
you're
the
saying when you think of when you're talking actual size, because I've had this conversation with a lot of different people, and I said, people always say, oh yeah, Toronto this, Vancouver this, blah 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 blah.
Mm.
But in terms of expansion, they have nowhere to expand but vertically at this point, like add another high
Right.
rise or something like that. Whereas Edmonton, people give Edmonton a lot of heat and say, we're kind of behind with certain things, and that might be true. For example, the transit system. But I think, within the next, anywhere between the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years, Edmonton is going to be like a force to be reckoned with. If those in power do what it is they need to do, because we do have the space and the resources to expand. Whereas a lot of like the bigger cities or more well-known cities in Canada are almost tapping out in that sense. Like there's not really much more they can add to, Vancouver or Toronto in that sense, like infrastructure wise, unless they knock something down and build up something new. You get what I'm saying? Do you guys agree with that to an extent?
Makes sense.
You got more
yes.
space for all that.
Yeah.
So
That's crazy. Like Kitchener, Ontario, for real? Like, really? Kitchener, Ontario. I don't know anything about Kitchener, Ontario. That just sounds crazy. Let me just say that.
I was
I
just
don't
about
have
to
any
say,
facts
I'm
here.
like, I know the Calypsonian.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I've never heard of Kitchener, Ontario. I didn't even know that place
Really?
existed. So I'm serious.
Wow.
Yeah,
You know what?
Yeah, I
I've
knew
heard
that
of
was
so many
crazy.
little towns in Alberta, and I'm
Kitchener
like, dang, I
is
never
Kitchener's
even knew.
136. Kitchener's 136.9 square kilometers. Edmonton is 684 square kilometers. You know what I mean? Edmonton is the 33rd biggest city in North America. That's including Mexico. Like
Wow.
Mexico City is the largest city in North America. Toronto's 4th on the list. Calgary's 20th on the list. Edmonton's 33rd on the list. Bigger than a ton of cities that you think are pretty cool and are pretty big. Edmonton's a major North American city. It's just that, like I was saying earlier, city planners have tried to keep this place small town. That's why our roads downtown are the way that they are. That's the way that it has this feel that the way that it is.
Right.
And it's only like the last couple of mayors that are like, yo, this is a world-class city. We should be doing world-class things. You know what I mean? There's
Sorry.
like,
I just want to say something. You said Edmonton's bigger than Calgary?
no, Calgary's 20th on the list
And this
in
is
North
terms
American
of,
cities
is this in terms of
in
size or
population.
population? Okay.
In population. Edmonton is bigger than a ton of cities when it comes to land size.
Right.
Like Edmonton's bigger than Toronto in land size. It's actually bigger.
Interesting.
But Edmonton has one of the lowest population densities of a major city.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like what you were saying, Kiki, and like we have, if people, like in Toronto, people are stacked on top of one another.
Mm-hmm. And paying ridiculous prices for
Exactly.
housing. Like, I'm talking, man, I watched a video, I think about a week ago, about someone who was like looking at houses and stuff. And I was like, for what they're getting?
My cousin showed me,
almost like $3 million.
My cousin sent me a bungalow today. It's like 1.29 million for a little bungalow. And I'm not talking in Toronto. It was in Pickering. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My parents showed me the house that my mom, I was showing her like Google Maps, and I asked her like, where did you live when I was born, right?
Mm-hmm.
And where I was born, the little piece of, listen, my mom said when people from the church came to see the house they were living in, they cried. The places that I did like in the area, I can't remember what it was called, but when I did like a MLS search, like you can't get in the neighborhood. Like the dumpiest house in the neighborhood now is like $900,000.
Nah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in any case, with Edmonton,
I do like Edmonton.
like Toronto's one of the biggest cities in the world. When you'll talk to somebody from Atlanta, and they're like, like, oh my God, Toronto, Canada, and it's like Edmonton's bigger than Atlanta. You know what I mean?
Toronto is Canada. So.
The thing is too, you have to think about the culture as well, and like pop culture, because when you think about people like Drake, Justin Bieber, Alicia
Bieber ain't from Toronto.
No, I know, but I'm talking about that area, because when people think Justin Bieber, they're gonna say Toronto. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, kind of ignorant in that sense.
Yeah.
So, and you think about The Weeknd and whoever else is like successful. Like, we got a lot of successful,
but
like,
here's
celebrities
the thing.
and stuff from that side of the country.
When you were coming of age, when you were coming of age, like you kind of came of age when some of these people were hot. When I'm coming of age, like it's like you say Toronto, it's like what? So Toronto was still a major city then, but people hadn't really been breaking out of there yet. Do you know what I'm saying? Like one of the first really big ones, I would say, like internationally, you could say is Jim Carrey. When people find out Jim Carrey is this Canadian guy, they're like, what?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Definitely more actors and stuff and actresses before the music scene really started popping off.
Well, at least in like pop music.
Right, exactly. That's true. Because when you think of like someone like Avril Lavigne, who's been around for a while.
Avril Lavigne, you think about Katie Lang. You know what I mean?
Band. What's that guy's name?
Don't say
You guys
Nickelback.
remember
The guy that
him?
passed away a few years ago. There's a lot of Canadian talent that have done
There is.
extremely well.
Yeah.
But it's
Why can't I
still
think of
cold. It's still
Nickelback?
cold Canada,
Don't say
right?
Nickelback.
Yeah. There we go.
She didn't hear me. Thank God.
Toronto's been world famous from time. Alrighty, Greg, you rep yours.
So I saw a comment earlier from Mama June
What?
about a
Well,
meteorite
the meteorite.
coming
Oh yeah,
to hit the Earth.
man. Last night
Well, no, last night there was a big. Apparently, there was a
it was a big bang.
big bang.
Okay, so yesterday I'm just
Slept
like
right through it.
scrolling on Facebook, and I saw like a headline, and it said something about like an explosion or a bright light or a loud bang or whatever. So I click on the article. I'm like reading
Mhm.
comments and stuff. And initially I thought, like I guess like during the day yesterday, I think around South Common and
Right.
some other areas on the south side, a lot of people called in to report a weird smell. So they had like fire trucks and emergency personnel like go out in those areas, and they weren't letting people into stores around South Common and stuff because they were trying to figure out if it was some sort of like natural gas leak or something.
Right.
So I thought, oh my goodness, like, did they miss it? Did they not find it? Was it something related to that? Like I thought maybe it was like some sort of explosion.
Mhm.
I told you guys they're coming. Anyways, sorry. Comments are killing me. But anyway, so I'm going through and I'm reading, and then I hear people saying like, no, like it was something that it was like a bright light, something like fell from the sky. Some people said their kids are outside playing with their dogs and like ran back inside because of how scared they were.
Wow.
And a lot, like there were comments from Leduc, Sylvan Lake, a bunch of other small towns in Alberta that I've never heard of. But it was really interesting. And someone posted a video. They had a clip up. Someone's doorbell caught it.
Oh.
So you see like this huge bright
Yeah.
ball of fire, whatever it was,
Mhm.
like literally like just light the sky up and just fall. And like who knows where that thing fell, but
The Lord is coming back.
I don't think that's what she means when she says they're coming. But,
yeah. What movie? That remember that Tom Cruise movie?
which one?
Which one?
The one with like there was like something fell from the sky, then all of a sudden these things were coming up out of the ground. That crazy kind of apocalypse movie.
Oh, I know. And he has like the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Oh, what is that called? Someone search that up.
Oh, I can't remember. Oh. And it's funny
It's
that
right
they.
at the tip of my tongue. Is that the one? I don't want to. No.
Wait a minute. Is that Brad Pitt or is that Tom Cruise?
No, I'm mixing up my movies now because I'm like there was a weird like kind of like apocalyptic film. I think from early 2000s, and I know Dakota Fanning.
That's the one. That's the one I'm talking about. But then there's another one. There's one that's called The Edge of. There's The Edge of Tomorrow, but that's not the one I'm talking about. Edge of Tomorrow is wicked.
Is Edge of Tomorrow the one where like things like froze over?
He keeps waking up. He keeps waking up and having to repeat a day. Oh, the movie's called Oblivion.
World.
Oh yes, yes, War of the Worlds. War of the Worlds.
Isn't that a book?
Yeah, I think so.
Or there's a book called.
Because there was like it was like a comet, something hits the ground, and then all of a sudden these things are coming up out of the ground and.
Yeah, it's a book as well. I read it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
War of the
Anything to do
Worlds.
with the apocalypse?
Not to scare anybody.
Aliens or anything
Hey
like that.
man,
I don't
you know what? A lot of these things aren't very far fetched. Like,
They
just
aren't.
think of some of the things that have happened in modern times. Like, a lot of these.
What do you mean? Hold on, okay. No, wait. So what in modern times makes aliens coming up out of the ground not far-fetched?
No, I'm just.
It could be coming.
Yo, I don't know, man. The way the world's going, like as soon as 2020 hit, like the new year, we got like transported into an alternate universe. I've been saying this from time. Even before COVID hit, I was like, something's off about this year. Then COVID hit, and I was like, yep, we're in an alternate universe. No one's ready for that conversation yet. You know what I mean?
Oh, right. So we're gonna wake up.
Those of you who are
We're gonna
Marvel
wake up in
fans,
2001.
those of you
One
who
day
are
it's like,
Marvel
oh,
fans,
oh.
you know, and the multiverses and stuff, I've been saying this. We're existing in an alternate universe right now.
I'm just gonna say,
Don't come for me.
I'm just,
Don't come for me.
just gonna say,
Kiki, all this time I didn't know you were drinking the Kool-Aid. What?
Not only that, you guys. Wait, was this 2020 or was this 2021? Not 2021 or 2019. I can't remember. It might have been 2019 when people were like trying to make the broom stand up. You guys remember that foolishness?
2020.
Either way,
the broom
2019
stand up?
or 2020.
You didn't watch the stupid thing where people would like
for that.
Yeah, it was like at a certain time you put a broom in the middle of your room and it'll just stand up on its own.
Remember, it was some polar thing going on.
And people were just buying new brooms and just standing it up.
Right?
Because it was
No,
or it just proved that they don't sweep their house.
Well, something. They were saying it was some sort of like polar magnetic charge. Look that up, man. There's thousands of videos. People were doing this challenge.
Let me tell you something about videos.
It shows that they don't clean their house. That's all it shows. I did that with my broom and it fell right over.
It was a thing. People
Listen,
were trying to
I
make
don't believe nothing online.
Trying to make the broom stand up on its own or some foolishness. I would think. Anyways, I ain't gonna expose people, but
Bear chicks.
I ain't gonna expose people, but
all I have to say is people don't clean their house.
You know that video with the baking soda and the dirty pot and the soap and thing?
Yeah.
You know, listen, it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Lots of things don't work.
I tried it.
Trying to stick a coin on your arm after getting the COVID vaccine.
The shot to see if it sticks?
Lord
Come on, man. Honestly, man.
Humans have been doing nonsense for a long time for entertainment.
All I have to say
people have been sucking gullible people for a long time.
True that. Sorry, what were you saying, Danny?
I said if you haven't watched the series Black Mirror, I suggest you do that now.
You know what? I really need to get caught up. But what I love about Black Mirror is that you can watch like any episode from any season because each episode is like a different realm. It's like a whole different complete story. It's not like, you know, in chronological order where you got to watch it one by one. But I remember when it first came out, man, I think I finished the first season and then I watched a few episodes in the second, third. But yeah, I definitely need to get back on Black Mirror.
Did you see the one episode where they're all in boxes, pretty much like Metaverse, that Facebook has now brought out to the world?
Did I see? Have we even had any updates about Metaverse? Like, what is like?
I haven't seen anything.
Like, get your what do you call those things? Like your AR.
I'm good.
What do you call those things?
Yeah, VR.
Your VR. Yeah, get your VR is ready.
I'm good.
Oh, man.
I will stay in this universe. I don't need to go to the.
Yeah, we're already in an alternate universe, but it's the new
I will say,
norm.
man, Kiki.
It's the new norm. I'm telling you. I've been trying to figure out how to get back to our previous one. Y'all think it's jokes.
You need to build a time machine.
Either way, we're in an alternate universe. And we haven't figured that out yet. Or some people haven't. I know I have.
Let me tell you something, Kiki.
Woo! Metaverse. I heard of a game called Sims.
Listen, I had the last how many years?
Times 10,000.
Listen, my 2020 and my 2021 has been really good. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I'm not. Right. So if I'm waking up in some next metaverse or something else, multiverse thing, and I'm waking back into a struggle, I'm coming for you.
So you don't want to go back?
No.
We gotta find all the rings. We gotta find all the rings. You gotta
Listen,
go to the
I
corner of
know
the earth
what.
and find the magical gem.
December 8th, 2021. I don't want to change nothing. Nothing.
You have a birthday a month away too, so
It's right. Hey,
is
I
that
even
exactly
watching
a
that.
month away? I don't know.
A little now. Whoa, shoot.
Yeah, you said December 8th?
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm the 7th, so less than a month away.
That's
Yeah.
a month, yeah.
Yeah.
The big 44.
Hey.
Damn, you old.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Alternate universe, so you don't even gotta wait till 45. You might as well just big up 44.
I don't know how to take that. I don't know how to.
Oh Lord, now there's something in my eye.
Karma.
Oh man.
Karma.
Wow, 44
Mhm.
ain't old. Yo, there's something in my eye.
No, it's not.
I need some.
It's not. It's not old.
Dang,
at
I'm
all.
like, okay, I'm gonna grab some tissues. But the tissues I have are like the
Struggle
ones that I
tissues.
have close to me. No, they're very soft, but it's like the Vicks one. So I'm like, I can't even
Oh.
use that to wipe my
Yeah.
eye.
Don't-
Or else you'll just see the screen go.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Did you guys-
Lordy.
Speaking of the multiverse or wherever we're in,
Mhm.
would you guys take a plant-based vaccine for COVID?
Man, I already got the mRNA version. I ain't trying to mix nothing else. You know?
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So they've been working on mRNA and all these other technologies for all these years,
Yeah.
and then the first plant-based
then
one
the
I'm gonna
vegans
try.
and the vegetarians are gonna jump up and be like, "Whoa, we're gonna take the plant-based one."
Yeah.
Come on, why? Because that one's not genetically modified.
Trust
It
me,
is
man.
modified.
I'm out
It
there.
is
I'm out there
modified.
looking like
Everything's modified.
I'm out there looking like what's his name? Groot. I am Groot.
Let me reverse a bit. I am not making fun of vegans or vegetarians.
It's too late. They're offended.
Well,
No.
that's the
Right,
business.
Greg? That's what
Danny,
I'm
make sure
saying.
you issue.
That's
Danny,
what I'm
can you
saying.
issue a statement
Yeah,
for
that's a funny
Kiki?
comment.
For Kiki's, yeah.
For my
You have
comment,
to issue a statement.
Oh. We do not condone
please
or
do
support
not.
what Kiki said.
Yeah.
What? Hey.
She
Wow,
is now
now you
going
gotta
to be
put me on
vegan for
blast.
a week
If we
to
just
show
take things out
her.
of context, then you guys are gonna just see a clip of me on loop saying vegans and vegetarians.
See, I
then
mean,
you put
look at
on
me. I'm
blast
eating
on the
celery.
internet.
I don't have any problem with vegetables.
Yeah. I don't even like celery. To me, celery is pointless.
You're not helping the cause. You're not
Yeah,
helping.
just carrots.
High water, but I love broccoli. I love carrots. I like some tomato. Don't
Tomatoes,
like celery. To
not
me,
a
celery's
vegetable.
pointless.
Is it a
So
Ketchup
vegetable?
when you
doesn't
go
count.
wings night, speaking of
Tomatoes are
wings night,
fruit.
it's Wednesday. We
Yes.
discussed this before, and I miss wings night. I really do. But anyways, where I was going with this was, you know, when you get your order of wings, and then they put like celery and like carrots on the side. Never eat
Yeah.
celery. It just
You
I don't mind
like,
celery.
I eat it, and I'm like, say less. Like, it's pointless. And then cooked celery, ugh, hate it even more. I know lots of
Yeah,
people put it in their
cooked
soup
celery.
and thing.
Oh
Oh,
no,
People like
it's
it.
all
I
right in
don't
soup.
like it. I'd rather
in
eat
soup.
it raw than put it in soup. It just acquires a different taste when it's cooked. I don't know.
interesting.
It's weird. Weird to me,
Hmm.
at least. I ain't
Interesting.
hating on nobody who likes it. I've had it like that. I'm just not the biggest fan. Water content though,
Yes.
Yeah.
good for you. But
Mm-hmm.
anyways, that's my little rant.
All right.
This anti-celery rant.
So we'll put you together with Nigel.
Nah. Come on, that can't compare. That can't compare to plant.
Yeah, that no.
Nah.
Nobody's riding for
Yo.
celery. No.
Nah. Planted? Nah, Nigel played himself with that. He should have kept that one to himself.
Trust me.
Don't a lot of vegans and vegetarians be just lying to themselves? How many of them eat fake meat? Well, you know what? I've bugged a few people close to me. They know who they
Mhm.
are. Who like to eat vegan chicken nuggets. Yes, I'm putting you on blast.
Oh.
To me, that makes no sense. Like, if you're done with meat or you done with chicken or whatever, why
Right.
you eating vegan chicken nuggets
And
or
beef.
whatever they're calling it?
Yeah.
Why are they trying to mimic the taste?
Because
Nah,
those are staples in our cuisine.
no. What is the
No.
point of that? Why are you mimicking the taste?
Just eat
Make
meat.
something new then.
Oh
Let it
my
taste
God,
like
you know what?
broccoli nuggets. Make it taste like broccoli nugget and cauliflower nugget and celery
The
nugget.
cauliflower,
Why
the
you want it
buffalo
to
You know what?
cauliflower is really good.
Honestly,
It is. But that bugs me. You go in the store and it's like whatever the description is, tastes like this. Why you want Beyond Meat to taste like beef? Make Beyond Meat taste like itself. I think it's the weirdest thing. Like, why you trying to get that?
people
Why you
want
trying to
the
get
snap.
that
I didn't
taste?
realize. Because
People are gonna
they
hate
want
me
the
for this.
taste without the guilt.
Nah.
Guilt
No.
of what?
I'm not even. Actually, I am.
No, hold on.
I am hating.
Guilt.
You said you left
Hold
that
on.
life behind. Why do you want the nostalgia?
Exactly.
It's like
Make a
Christians.
new flavor. Make a new flavor. Make something
Okay,
that tastes good.
so
Don't try to mimic
yeah,
something
that's the
that
same
you're
thing
done
that
with.
take my parents to be like, or some people they don't think there should be like Christian rap. It's like, yo, if you want to get away from something, don't make it. People like certain things, they just may not necessarily like what's in it. But they like the taste, they like the flavor, they just don't want the guilt. The guilt could be the killing of the animal.
I
The
don't
guilt could
mind that
be
it's
that
the
their
beef
body
or
doesn't.
no.
The guilt, their body doesn't digest the red meat or the chicken or
I don't
whatever.
mind the fake meat, but like, don't try to mimic the flavor of actual meat. That's the part that I'm kind of troubled by. Why are you trying to mimic the flavor of the thing you don't want no more? Like, I get what you're saying, Tim. I get it 100%. But to me, it's
You're gonna walk away.
It's contradicting to me. Make it
Oh my
taste like
God!
broccoli meat.
If we were
I've
in a
had
restaurant,
Beyond Meat burgers.
what I would say right now, but this is online, so I'm not gonna.
Kendra is saying, make it make sense, is what she's saying.
Like, I've had Beyond Meat burgers and stuff. It's like, yo, this actually kind of tastes like.
Yo, they're good. I've been eating veggie burgers from time.
Yeah, but you know what, Tim? Some of the veggie burgers from time didn't taste like what they taste like now. Some of those veggie burgers were like, whoo.
It's true. It's true. That
like,
struggle burger.
Yeah. But they've got their technologies down and they made it taste like fake chicken and fake beef and whatever else. Have you seen how much chemicals are in them things? I don't know. I'd have to do more research about that. But I'm sure some brands are probably not as good as they want you to think. But I feel like that's like anything. You know what I mean? Just like all this organic and non-GMO. Don't even get me started on that stuff. We already talked about that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But
yeah, Kiki's fired up tonight.
It's open discussion. You know, we're kicking off the holidays with a bang. Hey, like we said, it's open discussion, table talk, whatever you want to call it. Real Navy. Drop your comments. Let us know what you want to talk about tonight. If there's something that's been on your mind since the last time you saw us, let us know. Put it out there.
Yeah, sure.
We'll give you our honest
opinion. Remember in our chat, they had that video, like why people cheat. Do you want to in our last little bit, do we want to just like want to start some violence or?
I can't remember if I watched that clip, but if you guys give me a rundown, definitely I'll put my 2 cents in for sure. Lentil burgers. I love lentil burgers. My mom actually does make awesome lentil burgers, and they don't taste like.
Oh wait, she makes
I'll give her that.
lentil burgers.
Yeah, it's really good actually. They have a nice little cook to them, like kick to them. Sorry.
I'm gonna place an order.
Auntie Jewel, can I have a lentil burger, please, and thank you.
Oh, that too. Zucchini fritters. That too. Placing an order.
Yeah. I see. When those orders come in, I hope you can keep up. I'm just bugging you, Mother. Thank you for tuning in, as always. One of our number
Yes.
one viewers.
Number Yes. I noticed, I went on our page today and I noticed we have some anniversary viewers, which is Greg is one of them,
that's
and
awesome.
Aw.
Anisha is another one. Mama
Thank
June
you
is
so
an
much.
anniversary and our top badge follower.
Hey, that's what's up.
Bam.
It's the support for me. Oh my
So
gosh.
we appreciate you guys so much.
We really
much.
do. Thank you for
Yes.
holding it down and kicking it with us every week.
With
Much
the
love.
jokes.
Much love. Okay, Tim, sorry. Back to what you were saying.
Yes.
What did we
Tim,
want to
go
dive
back to
into next?
Bring it up since you
Oh no, I was just
you brought it
gonna
up.
be.
You
I was gonna
continue.
just throw it out. That video. It was just like, why do people cheat?
Well, what was the
You know?
video like? Did the video give some reasons? I don't think I watched that one.
It was on the Breakfast Club.
Good old Breakfast Club.
Yeah, and I can't remember everything that they said, but I was just thinking that we could just throw that out to the
Give our opinion?
to the
Okay, we'll
viewers.
throw it out to the viewers. Let's
Like,
hear what
why do you think people cheat? What
all
reasons?
types of reasons. And then
Pause for a sec. What is the anniversary viewer? Someone that has watched us from the beginning to now. So I think October was our anniversary, was our full year, was October.
Yeah.
So that is an anniversary viewer that has tuned in almost every
We're over
week,
a year,
supporting us. and
hello,
commenting and
Aisha.
all that. Hello.
Welcome.
But yeah,
Miss Amin,
continue.
welcome.
Go back. We can
Well,
continue. Yeah.
some of the things that I remember from the video and what I agreed with was regardless of the reasons, everybody has a bunch of reasons for why some people do what they do. But the I don't know who that lady was. I think she's but
there you see it. Not saying I condone that.
but one of the things is usually internal. You know, it's a you problem. You know, because it's a you choice. You know what I'm saying? So that internal reason could be almost anything. But if people feel off, they fix their offness with whatever they choose.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So my thing is this. As a person who, and I've talked about it.
Oh, geez.
I've talked about this before. You know,
Lord.
as a person who's cheated before, you know, when you're there being defensive, when you're getting called out or whatever, you know, the less mature, you pointing fingers and so on, it's because you. But so nobody else can actually make you do something.
True.
You know, right? So a lot of it actually is inside. It's inside. Like, you know, if the sex is bad, this is boring sex at home. If the sex is bad, then you should say something. Why don't you say something? If you do say something and nothing happens, huh?
No, that's exactly what I was gonna say. I'm like, what if you have said something, or you know, you brought it to the person's attention, and they're just like, I don't care. I like what I like, or I don't want to try anything new, or you know, they're not giving up the goods. Like,
well, like
again, I'm not condoning that. Like, I'm not saying like,
right.
Okay, that gives you a green light, but I don't know, man. I feel like it's not always black and white. You know what I mean?
So here's the key, right? You're not happy about something with your partner that you've dedicated yourself to, or at least led them to believe that you're dedicated to them. And I don't think people go into relationships saying that they're going to cheat. So there's things that so I would say one of the biggest reasons is there is a selfish element to it. There's reasons why you want to stay.
Right.
Those reasons may not necessarily be noble. And so you want to stay, but you also want to fix this thing that's going on. Because cheating could be emotional, it could be physical, it could be whatever. Right?
Right.
So maybe you spoke about it, maybe you didn't, whatever. But the biggest thing is you don't want to leave, right? I heard this one comedian, it's really funny. He's like, cheating is for you, which I think that is because he's like, I don't want to leave, so I'm going out there and getting my happiness in secret so I could come here and still do my job, do what the things I need to do. It's kind of funny, but it's not, it's not noble.
Right.
Noble is speaking your truth, regardless of how it's going to be.
The comments here.
Hey, y'all know I've already talked about that.
Aisha said, plenty reasons, maybe parts stopped working. LOL. Greg said, boring sex at home, which we touched on, like a worn out recording of your favorite song.
Wow.
Whew, that's savage.
Wow.
That's plain out savage. June said something is lacking in their relationship. Aisha followed up with lots of people are unhappy or in unhappy relationships, and instead of leaving, they cheat because they'd rather be with somebody than alone. You know what I mean? I guess kind of too, sometimes it's like that sense of security as well. What else? June said, and sometimes the cheater just done right dirty. That's all.
Wow.
That's true though, because there's people who just do it because they like it. They like the rush. You know what I mean? Maybe some people are sex addicts. That's also a thing people don't usually consider. Again, I'm not saying yes, that gives you a green light to do it. But those are other things that people don't always think about. Like sex is also an addiction. You know what I mean? So let's say your partner has a job and they're always on the go, or they're always out of town, or whatever the case may be. And it's an addiction, and they can get it here, and then they can get it at home, and then they can get it from this person. Like, people don't always think outside the box in terms of these sorts of things. So again, it's just not black and white, like I said, but yeah.
The main thing is you're willing to deceive. That's bad.
Yes. People are deceived in so many ways outside of cheating. But I get what you're saying.
You're right. But you know what? That's a big one.
Yes.
Like that's a really big one. People don't like feeling tricked. You know what I mean? They don't like feel it. They don't like feeling that. And when it comes down to it, people can justify it because as well, I told you this about how I'm feeling. You didn't do anything about it, so I'm going to go and do this. But it's multi varied. There's just a bunch of different variables that's to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I've heard, if you were so unhappy, why didn't you leave? Like, you know what? Hey, being a different guy back then, it was. Some people don't have support, and they're not standing strong enough on their own to be like, I'm not happy and I'm going to leave, because when you go and you cheat, you're not necessarily in the unknown. You're taking a risk, but you're not in the unknown. Some people struggle with change. It's like, this is my house, my kids are here, we got our married house, our married dog, our married this, married that. But when you're going to leave, that's everything blows up and you have no clue what it's going to look like. And then if you have ultra-conservative family, or if you don't have any family or whatever, and you don't have any, if you don't feel like you have the support, the backative to make a massive decision, some people, their choice is well, I'm going to go do what I do. And it may not even be sexual.
True. Aisha said, Aisha said, have you ever met a couple that don't seem like they belong together? Like, why? Why be unhappy just to not be alone? And then Greg said, Danny just threw this up, what about revenge cheating? That's a thing.
Right.
At that point, that's some form of swinging. Because if it's like a tit for tat, like, yo, you cheated on me, I'm gonna go cheat on you, and then you're like, oh yeah, I'm a one up that cheating session. Right. Like,
if somebody does that, it's just like, what are you gonna do though, right? If you did it and then they go
to
do
me,
it, what are you
that
gonna
looks
do?
to me at that point it's kind of like an open relationship thing. You're just not calling it that at that
Right.
point, if that's what you're gonna be doing, or
Yeah.
if both parties know about it, but it's kind of like an unspoken thing. It's like, you know, you're getting bite. That's what we say back home. You're getting bite, but you're doing your thing on the side, and both y'all are aware, but you just never bring it up.
Mhm.
I
To
can't
me,
lie.
that's an open relationship.
I agree with it. Some cultures it's expected for people to cheat.
Which is
I can't
bad.
lie. I
Sad.
find it is bad, but I find that, coming from the church, I wouldn't say what it's expected, but it is almost.
Not
I want to say.
expected, it's
I don't want to say
expected.
normal. I don't want to say normal, but
Sorry.
where divorce
Not
is
acceptable.
vilified, where remarriage is, where the church you go to may not perform they won't allow you to get remarried, or they'll say that they won't, like your
To me,
remarriage will
that's
be
just
looked at
like
as
a
a
lesser.
sin.
That's just
People,
like a lesser evil
so
situation.
people will literally go and cheat. Like what I was saying earlier, if you don't have the backing, you're completely unhappy. You've talked about it. You've done everything.
You got
It's
big pastor sleeping with numerous women in the church, sleeping with Mr. John's wife of 25 years,
Mr. John.
and all.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like, yo. But anyways,
Yep.
that's a whole nother hot topic right there.
So, but the thing about it is too, though, like it's
You're
not
in
the
the wrong
cheating
church.
it is not always sexual.
Yeah, like
You know?
you said, a lot of times it is emotional for sure.
Mhm.
But even still, but here's one of the things, like men and women respond differently to upsets, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In some cases, like a girl, like some women will be like super hurt if they get cheated on. Like dudes, there's a lot of men that are in prison. They killed
Yes,
because
they
they were cheated
killed.
on.
That's the thing. They give it and they can't take it.
Shame.
But you hear that
But-
all the time though with guys. I'm sorry to say it. You hear so many situations where the guys out there dogging their partner, doing this, doing that, yada yada yada.
But make
And then
her
the
there,
moment they
and you
get
be
just like a
talking to
little
somebody.
taste of it, whew,
Yeah.
it's over. It's over. Why, Timothy? Why is that?
Whoa.
I wouldn't know. No. I'm just saying. I'm not saying you're
From a guy's
like that,
perspective.
but I'm just trying to get a man's perspective because I don't know how y'all's brains work. Enlighten me. Give me a glimpse. Maybe some other
Male love can
men
be male love can be very possessive.
Yeah,
I
can
agree.
see that. I can see
Male
that.
love can be very possessive.
Very agree.
But
Yeah.
not possessive.
You know what I mean?
To the
You
point
think-
where
you
you're
have to
gonna
think about
go
how much
end
is like-
someone's life. Those things just, or the rejection thing, like
Oh
you
my
kill
God.
someone because they don't want to be with you. You know what I mean? Like, ugh.
And that, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? I would submit that there's a lot more wrong going on that if that's your response. Do you know what I mean? It's not just your maleness. There's a lot more going on.
There's
So
some
no, I don't
sort
give you
of
my
mental
number.
path.
Like what? No, like come on, man. You got problems. You got problems.
Yeah.
But the thing I'm thinking though, and like I remember hearing, and you've heard this probably before. I would never do that to you.
Oh
You
my
know,
God.
you'll hear someone say that to somebody. I'd
First
never
person to
do
do
that
it.
to you. I never did it.
Not even in
But
not
it's
even
just
in
like,
like romantic
do you know-
relationship.
you can deal very hard blows to a relationship that aren't infidelity. It comes back even to your love languages.
Mhm.
You know, there's certain things like I don't know if you've seen those lists. Like if their love language is words of affirmation, there's certain things you can say to that person that is a very very hard blow. Like
Yes.
it might as well be
And
that you
people, a
cheated
lot of
on
the
them.
times, especially if it's someone that you're with or someone that you know really well, we all know how to get under their skin. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Of
Like
course.
if you know that's something and then you do it on purpose because they hurt you, again, kind of like that tit for tat mentality. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yo,
I'm
you
gonna tell.
know
This
that
is
word. Yep.
what I'm saying is where I have to grow
Yeah.
is when I see some of those behaviors,
Hmm.
I'm gone.
Right.
Do you
Because
know
you're
what I
like,
mean?
why
Like,
am I even in this
well,
space where someone would want to
if
do
you
that
want to hit me in that spot,
Yeah.
but
knowingly?
then at the same time want the rest of my life with me,
Hmm.
no.
Yeah.
What?
I feel that.
We gotta get to that place where it's like this person. You're talking the rest of your life.
Hmm.
Listen, I'll date 100 women,
Mm-hmm.
200, and look for someone that's going to respect me and the things and respect where I am. I'm going to be trying to grow. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm going to be trying to get to the best version of myself where, it's just like tuna casserole and I'm losing my mind. I'm not saying that. But I mean, as in, you don't want someone that is going to,
Well, someone's
like, you're
gonna respect
talking,
your
we're not
boundaries.
cats. Like, you got one life. You got one life. There's certain stuff that person they're talking about. They love you. They want to be with you. There's stuff they should never do, and
Hmm.
it can, and those that never list should happen way before cheating. To me,
Yeah.
I almost there's certain things people could say and do that you almost could consider an infidelity because they're cheating on you with themselves. You're gonna say that to me to make me feel that way. You're gonna do that to me to make me feel that way. You're
Right.
choosing you over
Mm-hmm.
us. Yo, that thing's
Mm-hmm.
over.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nah,
Nah. In terms of nah.
uh. One
Nah.
life. You know what I mean? I think I got a good back for
One
another maybe 10
life.
years or so. I got to make it good.
One life. Nah, I feel that. I feel
Yeah.
that.
Hmm.
Like,
I,
I think that one of the biggest things, like, why do people cheat? Because it's like, we got to get at a place where my own integrity is not going to allow me to do that.
Mm-hmm.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I look back at that and I'm just like, yo, that guy, he
Right.
didn't, there's a level of self-love you don't have to do
Mm-hmm.
that to do that to yourself, to do that to your integrity. You know, like,
Mm-hmm.
nah, I'd rather it be open or something. I'd rather it be like, oh, we doing our thing, we're out to do our thing, and then to be like, yeah, baby, I got you. I'd never do you like that. Just to be nah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
But even why, if we know you're not going to cheat, there's certain things that we have to look at. So there's things that I'm not going to allow for myself.
mm-hmm.
Right.
Like, yes, I'd love to have somebody in my life, but I want to feel, even as a guy, I want to feel safe. I want to feel
Mm-hmm. Of
comfortable. I want to, you know what I mean?
course. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like, what? Like, imagine, like, you're a grown up, and I got to worry with my girl's going out without me, and I'm sitting there like shaking in my boots because I doubt her character. What on
Yeah.
earth am I doing with her?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
If you got to worry about your dude, like, what on earth are you doing there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But the thing about it is also that, with all that said,
Mm-hmm.
I've seen couples that do get past that because they both take lessons. They both learn from it. Because at the end of the day, it's like, you people are relationships. You should be building something. There's
Should be.
certain things that we there's certain things that we do that can cause injury to what you're building.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But just like you can renovate something, just like you fix something, it takes a lot of work. But
Yep.
you can rebuild if it's worth it to
Mm-hmm.
if it's worth it to each other. You know.
For sure. Well, we are hitting our hour mark. I don't know if we want to end it there.
Yep. Unless
Yeah.
Real Navy has something else they'd like for us to quickly touch on. I think that's a good place to end
And-
things and wrap up.
Yeah. Half of season 2.
Yeah.
Are we
I
wait?
feel like-
Are we on break after today?
We are.
Yes, sir.
Whoa! Oops! I
This
missed that.
elf got work to do. Y'all know that. This
And then
elf
I'm gonna
got
look
work-
at Snapchat, and then you're just chilling in the room. There'll be vibes though.
You trying to put me on blast? Come on now. Nah, I'm just kidding. But
Oh god.
yeah, I got a few things I gotta do, and I mean, we all do, but yeah. This
Do we want to
wasn't
do them?
the most,
Not really, but we have to.
Word.
Some of these things I want to do. So
Okay. All right.
yeah, I just need to get
Well,
to it. So.
On that note, I want to thank everyone for tuning in every Wednesday. I want to wish you guys a very Merry Christmas or holiday. I don't
Yep.
know what we're doing now. I don't know what the right term is right now.
Yeah.
It keeps changing every year. Happy New Year.
Merry holiday.
Merry holiday.
I saw that on something. Was it a candle? No, it's Merry everything. It was something weird like that. Something weird.
Interesting. What is
Merry
Are we still doing
everything.
holidays? I don't even know the right. I feel like it changes every year. I honestly do.
Well, we're living in an alternate universe, so
So Merry Holidays, what we're going with.
Merry everything, Merry holiday. Merry everything at this point.
Merry everything. Too funny. I want to wish you guys a Merry holiday and a very Happy New Year.
Yes. We'll see what the new year has in store. Hopefully it's good things. Hopefully it's
Yes.
good, prosperous things. It's been a roller coaster. Like Tim said, lots of ups,
Mhm.
but whether like directly or indirectly, there's been a lot of negative things happening as well, even like outside of COVID. It might not affect us directly, but even things that we're just seeing happening in the world, so but hey, that's life. So we just got to keep pushing and take each day one step at a time. So I hope we all do that safely and
Check on
enjoy
your
our
loved ones.
time. Yeah.
Check on
Yeah.
your loved
Some of
ones,
the
for
worst
sure.
things that happen don't come with warning, but
Exactly.
we just have to roll with it. You know what I mean? If we decide to deal with things head on, it's way better than if we decide to just ignore them. Because we ignore them, they don't go away.
Right.
We
Mhm.
just
And
deal
it
with
can
life
become
head on.
crippling as well,
Yeah.
just
for sure.
having this thing hovering over you. So, but yeah,
Definitely.
good energy. That's all we want.
Straight.
Yes. Good vibes only.
All right, everybody, have a good
before-
night and a Merry Christmas.
Hold on, before I go,
Yes.
I want all of you guys also share it with the world that we are on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe. You can
Yes.
watch all the episodes that you miss or any episodes that you miss. We're going to be gone for a few weeks. So if you want to catch up or watch some old episodes, you're more than welcome to do that
More
on
than
our
welcome
YouTube
to.
page. Let's Be Real, YEG. And yeah, on that note, have a good night, everyone.
Have a good night.
Nighty
You guys
night.
take care. Merry holidays.